Winter fashion can either make you look incredibly chic or a little bit like a walking duvet. So today I'm sharing the winter trends that actually look expensive, modern, and stylish without adding bulk or having to try too hard. Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome to my channel. Now today I'm talking about some winter fashion trends because I know a lot of you seem to struggle when it comes to keeping warm and also looking a little bit modern and stylish when it's cold outside. And winter can definitely be a tricky season. So these are the trends that will elevate your outfits and not your age. Now, first up is graphic cardigans. Now, hear me out on this one. I'm not talking slouchy, old-fashioned and kind of bordering on frumpy cardigans. What I am seeing this season is something completely different. So think cardigans that are either striped or have beautiful geometric shapes or color-blocked cardigans. I've even seen a few that have gorgeous lace trim, and some of them also have built-in scarves, like the scarf coats we saw last season, but the comfy, cozy cardigan version. The reason I'm particularly loving this trend is that these sorts of pieces add real personality to your wardrobe and to your outfits without overwhelming them. Now, this one is a bit of a micro trend, but it's a really good one to know, and it's called color echo styling. I read that somewhere, it spoke to me, and it just makes so much sense and helps you create a really cohesive outfit, but you don't have to work too hard. All you need to do is pick one color in your outfit and then repeat it twice somewhere else. So for instance, if you're wearing a stripy top and it's one of the colors is red, then pick up that red and add it in two other areas to your outfit. So whether it's shoes, some sunglasses, a statement bangle, a handbag, echoing that one color or picking up that one color from your outfit and just putting it somewhere else in two other places creates a really lovely, cohesive, well thought out outfit. There's also a real trend this season for luxe minimal jewelry. What we did see quite a bit in spring, summer was more statement necklaces, and those look great in summer when they can be the hero of the show. But winter layers can tend to overwhelm some of those stronger statement pieces. And this season is all about clean, timeless pieces, mixed metals, and all very minimal. And that reminds me, I've just got some new earrings. I'm going to put them on and share them with you. Hang on a second. That's better. I don't know why I forgot to put them on, but anyway, I grabbed these beautiful diamond earrings, which are just so classic. They're simple. They're lab-grown diamonds from my friends at Gingiberi, who I'm also partnering with for today's episode. Now, these earrings match my new Gingiberi diamond necklace as well. And if you've been following me here for a while, you will know how much I love this brand. I have been wearing their pieces for years. I'm wearing the diamond necklace here with another Gingiberi chain, which I very rarely take off. It's just a really interesting chain, and it's really sparkly and lovely. It's hard wearing, and I love the fact that I can wear their pieces, I can shower in them, I don't have to take them off, and they still look amazing because they're great quality. And because I clearly have no control when it comes to Gingiberi pieces, I also grabbed this beautiful solid gold Aurora pearl necklace. And it's one of those pieces that just instantly makes a simple sweater look intentional and elevated. And we all know that pearls are having a moment. One of the best things about the brand is the absolute quality. So the diamonds are incredible quality lab-grown diamonds. The pearls are Aurora freshwater pearls, and these are some of the best quality pearls that you can find. I also picked up these beautiful modern pearl hoop earrings, and I love the contemporary design of them. I always love a great hoop But these are just a bit of a twist on a classic pearl earring, and they seem to add a bit of light to my face. But one of the other things that I love about the brand is that their jewelry feels really refined and grown up, and in the best way possible. They're also timeless pieces, so I know that I can wear them and love them for years to come. And of course, I have a discount code to share with you as well today, which is to save 15% off anything on the Gingiberi website. The code is STYLE15, and I will leave a link to Gingiberi and details about that code and the discount offer in the description box below. Gingiberi also offers free worldwide shipping, 30-day, no questions asked, global returns, and they also have duty-free options as well. And a little birdie tells me that gold prices are going up across the world. So if you want to get in quick and get the best price possible this side of the new year, then now is the time to do it, especially if you take advantage of that discount offer, because prices will go up in January. Anyway, a big thanks to Gingiberi for partnering with me today. Now, this one is also really easy, and hear me out on it. It is statement socks. And I'm not talking silly socks like SpongeBob SquarePants kind of crazy graphic socks. What I am talking is simple elevated designs. I've lately been wearing some really cute little frilled ankle socks, and you know, there's not a huge difference to just wearing regular socks, but I've had so many people comment on them. As soon as I cross my legs somewhere and someone gets a little hint of that sort of frill detail, and it just adds a very simple element of interest to my outfit. And I have noticed that there are lots of really interesting socks on offer too. So beautiful options from, say, cute ribbed trouser socks to even some of these sheer socks with metallic thread through them, or even opting for a bold pop of color with your socks and using the eco styling tip that I just talked about to kind of use your socks to make that cohesive outfit. Sometimes we underestimate how we can have a little bit of fun with our socks. Yes, they're a really important part of our outfit to keep us warm, but it doesn't mean that they have to be boring. Now, next up, we're talking elevated underlayers. Now, underlayers are really important, obviously, when it's winter, and trying to keep that base layer as warm as possible can be a little tricky if we opt for anything else other than our kind of classic thermals. But thermals are pretty boring. I have noticed some really updated under layers for this season. Now, of course, depending on where you live, you may not be able to survive without your trusty thermals. But if you live somewhere that you don't quite need that level of warmth, or you can add an outer layer that you can take off when you go inside somewhere, some of these beautiful layers add texture, and texture is where it's at this season. So think things like beautiful ribbed turtlenecks, some beautiful pieces with mock necks, or even the really reliable mesh layering pieces. They tend to just instantly modernize an outfit. Now, not all of these layering pieces are fitted, so you have got some options for movement there as well. Pop one of these pieces under a button-down shirt or a blazer or a structured coat, and you've instantly got a modern outfit that just looks intentional, and it's very chic, but also going to keep you warm. Now, this one is one that I have really dialed in and have been doing a lot, and I'm sure you've seen me wearing this particular trend on my channel, and it is graphic tees worn as a layering piece over button-down shirts or some of your warmer long line underlayers. I was going to say underling, but underlayers, you know what I mean. So graphic tees are back, but not the kind of teenagey, teeny bopper variety. They're definitely more arty and more artistic. So think things like really minimalist typography and gorgeous artistic prints, and these are just layered underneath blazers and overshirts or even chunky knits. I love the fact that they can add a little bit of personality and fun to an outfit, and they just tend to soften some of those winter tailoring pieces. There's an Australian brand that I've talked about here before on my channel called Maku, a really small Australian business that is making strides across the world. She recently did a trip to New York, which I followed intently, but a lot of the graphic tees that I wear here on my channel are Maku, and all of them are watercolor, hand-painted designs that are printed onto tees. And the designer is just amazing. I love what she does and I love her style. So expect to see more of her tees here on my channel. I will actually leave a link to Maku so you can go and check out some of her designs, but what she does is gorgeous. I got asked on a recent video about whether chunky kind of lug style boots, combat style boots are happening for winter, and I think this is a style that's always going to work in winter because it's practical. But what I have noticed, and a little bit of a shift in footwear, has been far more of a clean line boot, which is a huge shift away from the really chunky lug soles that we have seen over the last couple of winters. Now, the clean boot trend is sleek, it's simple, it's really flattering, and a lot of them have quite pointed toes. There's sort of almondy shaped toes, and some of them also even have more of a low block heel, which I know is really important to a lot of you as well. And the great thing about these boots is that they do tend to lengthen your leg. They look great with pretty much everything you're going to wear over winter. And one of the key fashion trends for the season is midi-length skirts, and these boots just look amazing with them. The next trend that I think is a really easy one to adopt and upgrade your winter outfits is adding texture to some of your monochrome outfits. Now, we all know that wearing monochrome, which is simply one color top to toe, is the easiest way to flatter your figure and also create an outfit that is just always chic. But one thing that does tend to happen is it can be a little bit boring and a little bit bland and predictable, but adding texture or mixing the texture in your pieces to create that monochrome outfit is the way to just elevate it and make it look far more stylish. So think about pairing some of your ribbed knits and your wools back with satins and denims and leather. Keep them all in the same color family, but definitely think about layering some texture. So you may be wearing chocolate on chocolate or grey on grey, navy on navy, but different textures are going to make the difference to an outfit looking meh and an outfit looking amazing. Now, this one is interesting, and it's more of a styling trend, but we all know that scarves take front and center, especially in winter, and even in spring, summer, we saw lots of bandanas and silk scarves being shown on outfits and incorporated into looks. And that's definitely happening for winter, but there seems to be some really quirky, fun styling tips and tricks that are being used as well. So instead of wrapping your scarf around your neck 12 times and kind of hoping that it stays in place, there are some really fun styling tips and tricks that are being used to give those scarves a little bit of a sculptural, kind of more fashiony edge to them. But while they are looking really sculptural and modern, they're also still being practical and keeping you warm. So this winter is all about creating some interesting shapes with your scarves, whether it's kind of asymmetrical draping or even wrapping your scarf around your neck and tucking the ends into your pants or running them through a belt that belts up your outerwear layer. It's just about creating some interesting shapes with scarves. And as we know, they're practical pieces, but they can also add some personality to your outfits as well. Now, next up, I'm calling this one structured softness. And this is a trend that kind of lives somewhere between slouchy and tailored. And honestly, this style of dressing is a real sweet spot for anyone 40 and over. So think things like relaxed trousers paired back with more of a sharp tailored shirt, or a soft knit under a structured coat. It's adding a piece with a little more structure to some of those softer pieces. It's a little bit like what I talked about earlier, getting that balance in an outfit, but it is just making sure that you have a piece that's a little structured and a little more tailored with some of those more floaty, relaxed pieces. That's always going to elevate them and make them just feel a little bit more elegant and just a little bit more stylish. This is another great trend that is always going to make you look chic, and it is soft tailoring. So it's almost like a little bit of a trick to the eye. It's tailored pieces, but in soft, stretchy, comfy fabrics. So think things like blazers, trousers, and coats that all look structured, but they actually move with you. They're not boardroom tailoring, but they're relaxed, elegant pieces, and they just make you feel as good as you look. And as I said, they're kind of a bit of a trick to the eye because they look really tailored and sharp, but it's the fabric that they're made out of that just gives them that edge, but you don't have to sacrifice any comfort. I have also noticed a lot of hardware moments happening as well when it comes to trends. So think things like metallic detailing on a belt or a bag or a shoe. Just these details help to elevate a winter outfit. And sometimes that's all it's about. It's about including an element of interest or something that's a little bit of a show-stopping statement. These pieces are almost like a winter-friendly version of, say, a statement jewelry. They are pieces that just add a little bit of interest to an outfit. And one of my favorite trends of all time, which really isn't a trend, but it is being worn a lot, and I keep seeing it on my feed, probably because I keep responding and liking these pieces, but it is the classic denim shirt. Now, denim shirts are just such a winner in my mind. They're, again, a little bit like a button-down shirt. You can wear them open. They're the perfect layering piece in winter, and they always have a bit of a chic edge to them. And the reason that I wanted to include them in today's episode was because I've seen some really interesting versions and adaptations of a classic denim shirt. I'm going to show you a few now, but definitely think about adding a denim shirt to your repertoire. They are an easy upgrade to any outfit. I'll often add a denim shirt worn over sweatpants, and it instantly gives my outfit a little bit of structure, and that's what I talked about earlier, kind of mixing the two. A pair of sweatpants with more of a tailored denim shirt creates a little bit of a balanced outfit, and the denim shirt, it's just a winner for me. But hey, let me know what you think. Do you guys like denim shirts as much as I do, or am I on my own with this one? Let me know in the comments below. So if you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to uncover some new trends to love, then click or tap on the screen here and I'll see you there.